Are your legs feeling weaker, heavier, or more painful with each passing day? Have you noticed that even simple tasks like standing, walking, or climbing stairs are becoming more difficult? If so, pay close attention. What I'm about to reveal in this video might shock you. I'll explain exactly why this is happening to you, the hidden factor that's actually draining the strength from your legs. That's right, 2 types of vitamins you trust and take every day to boost your health may actually be silently destroying your muscle strength. Instead of strengthening your bones, they're contributing to muscle loss, pain, and even reduced mobility. The scariest part is that these dangers are lurking in your daily habits. Every drink and every bite of food could be feeding into the weakness you're experiencing. And it gets worse. The 2 vitamins you might be taking right now will truly surprise you. While you think you're protecting yourself and supporting your bones by buying these supplements, the truth is you may be speeding up muscle loss and weakening your leg strength. I'm from Health Tips 365, and we're exposing the truth behind these pills and foods. We'll reveal exactly which 2 vitamins are causing the damage, how they affect the health of your legs, and simple steps you can take to fix the problem. Don't miss out on this crucial information. It could help you protect your health and maintain your quality of life. Watch until the end and share this with your loved ones to help prevent these dangerous mistakes together. And don't forget to support us by hitting that subscribe button. Have you ever been sleeping soundly when you suddenly woke up startled by a sharp pain in your calf, so painful that you could only clutch your leg and gasp for air? Why can these seemingly small cramps turn a peaceful night into a nightmare? Imagine waking up every morning with strong, steady, and energized legs. If you want to stay active, independent, and confident, the secret lies in nutrition. Stay with us, because the answer is right here in this video. We will reveal to you the top 5 most important vitamins that help strengthen your legs, keep your muscles flexible, and prevent the risk of cramps. I am the nutrition expert from Health Tips 365, always ready to accompany you. Please leave a comment below and feel free to ask any questions you have. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the best health tips from Health Tips 365. We have just opened the first door together in the journey of taking care of your legs. Now I invite you to continue with me, gently but firmly, as we explore 5 silent yet extremely important friends that help us defeat those troublesome leg cramps. 1. Calcium. Calcium not only helps strengthen bones, but also plays a fundamental role in muscle contraction and relaxation. As we age, bone density naturally decreases, causing the amount of calcium stored in the body to gradually decrease. This is the underlying cause that makes you more susceptible to cramps, especially at night. Calcium is the main mineral that makes up the bone structure, helping bones withstand force and maintain a stable shape. If there is a lack of calcium, not only will the bones weaken, but the muscles will also become prone to abnormal contractions. The mechanism of muscle contraction depends heavily on the movement of calcium ions in the cells. When there is not enough calcium, the muscles are easily overstimulated, leading to painful contractions. Studies have shown that people with low blood calcium levels are more likely to experience night cramps than normal people. In addition, long-term calcium loss also leads to osteoporosis and bone fractures, directly affecting mobility. Therefore, supplementing enough calcium every day not only prevents cramps, but also keeps your legs steady over time. Calcium is abundant in milk, cheese, spinach, sardines with bones, almonds, and beans. You should diversify your food sources so that your body can absorb natural calcium better. In particular, for calcium to be effectively absorbed into the bones, it is necessary to have the support of vitamin D, magnesium, and vitamin K2. For the elderly, the daily calcium requirement ranges from 1,000 milligrams to 1,200 milligrams, depending on physical condition and general health. However, calcium supplementation must be done carefully. If overused, excess calcium can cause deposits in the kidneys or blood vessels, leading to kidney stones or atherosclerosis. Natural calcium absorption will be most effective when combined with vitamin D, so the best time to supplement calcium is in the morning after eating or at noon. Avoid taking calcium in the evening because it can cause calcium deposits in the kidneys. Recommended calcium-rich foods include salmon and spinach porridge, yogurt with almonds, seaweed soup with shrimp, or simply a glass of warm milk after breakfast. Light exercises such as morning walks, tai chi, yoga to stretch the legs, or standing up and sitting down slowly also help stimulate bones to absorb calcium better. A balanced diet and regular exercise are the keys to keeping your legs strong and healthy for a long time. This vitamin plays a fundamental role in maintaining healthy, balanced, and functional legs. Let's take a closer look at why vitamin D is the most important nutrient for leg strength in older adults, and how ensuring adequate vitamin D intake can transform mobility and overall health. Vitamin D acts as a bridge, helping calcium to be absorbed into the bones and maintaining muscle strength. Without vitamin D, the body cannot use calcium effectively, leading to weak bones and muscle spasms. Vitamin D is essentially a special hormone produced through the skin when exposed to natural sunlight. Vitamin D, a silent but extremely important friend for foot health. Vitamin D helps the body absorb calcium effectively, keeping bones strong and muscles flexible. As we age, our skin becomes weaker, and the ability to synthesize vitamin D from sunlight is also significantly reduced. You can imagine, if lacking vitamin D, muscles are like machines lacking oil, working slowly and easily malfunctioning. Therefore, every morning before 9 a.m. or late afternoon after 4 p.m., you should try to go out to sunbathe gently for 15 to 30 minutes. In addition to sunlight, we can also supplement vitamin D through foods such as salmon, sardines, egg yolks, mushrooms, or drink milk fortified with vitamin D. If sun exposure and diet are not enough, your doctor may advise you to take vitamin D tablets with a common dose of about 800 to 1,000 IU per day. In addition, light exercises such as walking slowly outdoors, practicing tai chi, and light yoga will help your body synthesize and absorb vitamin D more effectively, making your legs more flexible and healthy. 3. Vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 plays an extremely important role in maintaining nerve function and transmitting motor signals. Vitamin B12 deficiency causes the nerves to weaken, muscles to lose control, and lead to cramps. The nature of vitamin B12 is to support the formation of the myelin layer that protects the nerves, ensuring that signals from the brain to the legs are transmitted quickly and accurately. Many studies show that people with B12 deficiency often experience numbness in the limbs and reduced balance. The ideal time to supplement B12 is in the morning during or right after meals for the body to absorb best. Easy-to-prepare B12-rich dishes include boiled eggs, pan-fried salmon, soft beef stew, or a cup of yogurt fortified with vitamin B12. In addition, maintaining the habit of walking lightly for 15 to 20 minutes after eating will help blood circulation better, supporting the process of transporting B12 to the muscles. Don't forget, a diet full of B12 every day is a priceless gift to help you keep your legs healthy and strong over time. 4. Magnesium. Magnesium is an important mineral that helps muscles contract and relax smoothly, effectively preventing cramps. When magnesium is deficient, people are prone to muscle spasms and pain, especially at night. Magnesium helps calm overactive nerve signals and prevent sudden muscle spasms, making it essential for people who struggle with muscle tension and involuntary contractions. While calcium is often focused on bone health, it cannot perform its function effectively without magnesium. Studies have found that higher magnesium intake is associated with bone strength and a reduced risk of fractures in older adults, making magnesium an essential component of overall mobility. Many older adults take medications that decrease magnesium levels, including diuretics, proton pump inhibitors, and some blood pressure medications. Combined with a diet low in magnesium-rich foods, the result is a widespread deficiency that silently undermines strength, endurance, and flexibility. This is why many older adults experience a gradual loss of stamina, walk shorter distances, climb stairs more slowly, and feel tired after simple activities. Replenishing magnesium levels can have an almost immediate effect on leg health, reducing cramps, improving energy, and restoring a sense of ease in movement. The best dietary sources of magnesium include green leafy vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and legumes. 5. Potassium. Imagine waking up in the morning, getting out of bed, and immediately feeling a cramp in your calf. Sound familiar? Muscle cramps are one of the most common symptoms of low potassium levels. This is because potassium acts as a key regulator of muscle function, helping to balance fluids inside and outside muscle cells. Potassium helps neutralize acids in the body that can break down bone density over time. Studies show that a diet rich in potassium can slow the rate of bone loss, reduce the risk of osteoporosis, and keep your legs structurally strong. So in many ways, older adults in the US not taking the right combination of these 3 essential vitamins, could you be making the same mistake? Don't scroll past this if you've ever felt tingling, pain, or weakness in your legs. It could be a silent warning sign of a nutrient deficiency. Leonardo da Vinci once famously said, "The human foot is a masterpiece of engineering and a work of art." He was amazed that such a small part of the human body could carry us throughout our entire lives. As we age, taking care of our feet becomes incredibly important. But for many older adults, this is easier said than done, as it can become a complex and challenging task. Years of working on your feet or squeezing them into ill-fitting shoes can lead to lifelong foot damage. Poor circulation, certain medications, and chronic conditions like gout, diabetes, and heart disease can create additional foot problems. On top of that, reduced mobility and vision make even something as simple as trimming toenails a difficult task. Have you ever been jolted awake in the middle of the night by a painful cramp in your calf? That sudden, sharp pain that feels like a violent spasm, forcing you to sit up and rub your leg, often with little relief. For many older adults, especially those over 60, this is far from uncommon. Nighttime leg cramps don't just disrupt sleep, they also affect overall health and reduce quality of life. I'm a nutrition expert who has worked with many older adults to improve their health, especially leg strength, to help them walk steadily, live independently, and fully enjoy their golden years. And in today's video, I'll be guiding you through the 15 most important vitamins and minerals for strong, healthy legs, helping to prevent cramps and improve balance every day. Don't worry if you're not sure where to start. I'll break everything down in a simple, friendly way that you can easily apply to your daily meals. And if you have any questions or are experiencing issues like cramps, muscle weakness, or numbness in your legs, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below. I read them all and will do my best to offer personalized advice for each of you. Also, if you find this information helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the Health Tips 365 channel so we can keep connecting through more valuable videos. Every time you engage like that, it's a meaningful encouragement for me and the whole team to keep sharing helpful knowledge with our community. Now, let's begin this journey to care for your legs, starting from the inside out with gentle yet powerful nutrients. As we enter our 60s and beyond, the body begins to change in very distinct ways. Some changes are gentle, like graying hair or thinning skin, but others are more subtle, like gradually weakening muscles, slower nerve function, and a growing challenge in maintaining balance. It's estimated that by age 65, around 90% of people will experience some kind of issue with their feet or ankles. The foot is a complex part of the body, containing 26 bones, 33 joints, and a complicated network of ligaments, tendons, and muscles. Due to the physiological changes that come with aging, such as muscle loss, poor circulation, and slower healing, foot problems and injuries in older adults can lead to serious complications in overall health and mobility. Many studies have shown that painful or damaged feet can contribute to musculoskeletal issues in other parts of the body, including the knees, hips, spine, and even the TMJ, temporomandibular joint, in the jaw. More and more healthcare professionals are recognizing the critical role the feet play in preventing these problems. And if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that while foot and ankle issues may not be life-threatening, they absolutely threaten our lifestyle and overall health, especially for older adults. If you're experiencing any of these common foot problems or other foot-related issues, comment the number 1 below, and one of our doctors will reach out to you. While many factors contribute to muscle health, certain vitamins play a key role in supporting muscle growth, strength, and function. For example, vitamin D is essential for calcium absorption, which is crucial for strong bones and healthy muscles. It also helps maintain muscle mass as you age. Vitamin E can protect muscles during exercise and supports muscle recovery and growth. Let's start with vitamin D, a vitamin that might seem simple but actually plays a foundational role in keeping your legs strong. And surprisingly, many of us are deficient in it without even realizing. Dr. Meryl Leboff, chief of the Calcium and Bone section at Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston, noted, "We found that vitamin D supplementation did not reduce fractures among participants in the U.S. However, according to a well-known study from Harvard University, older adults with low vitamin D levels tend to walk more slowly, experience noticeably weaker legs, suffer from more nighttime leg cramps, and face a 30 to 40% higher risk of falling. And at this age, falls don't just leave bruises. They can result in hip fractures, long-term bed rest, and even a loss of independence. What's concerning is that vitamin D isn't as easy to absorb as we might think. When we're young, just 15 minutes of sunlight is enough for our bodies to produce what we need. But as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D. On top of that, many older adults avoid sun exposure due to thinner skin, concerns about skin cancer, or simply because they live in areas with limited sunlight, like Canada or the northern US, where long winters are common. Over time, this leads to a growing deficiency that we may not notice right away. And that's not all. Older adults who take certain medications like diuretics or corticosteroids, or those with chronic liver or kidney disease, often have an even harder time absorbing and metabolizing vitamin D. So if you're experiencing symptoms like vague bone pain, especially in the back or legs, muscle weakness, unsteady walking, or frequent nighttime muscle cramps, it could be your body's gentle way of saying, "I'm low on vitamin D." The good news is, addressing a vitamin D deficiency isn't complicated, but it does require a bit of consistency and commitment in your daily routine. Perhaps the simplest and most often overlooked way to boost your vitamin D is by getting some gentle morning sunlight. Just 15 to 20 minutes between 7 and 9 a.m. with a bit of sunlight touching exposed skin like your hands, face, or lower legs can quietly help your body produce valuable vitamin D without needing a single pill. You don't need harsh sun or skimpy clothing. Just sitting by a window, taking a walk around the garden, or watering plants in the yard is enough to nourish your legs each day. In addition, your daily meals can include delicious bone-friendly foods like grilled salmon, hard-boiled eggs, a glass of vitamin D-fortified milk before bed, or even some sautéed mushrooms with olive oil. All of these are quiet but powerful allies in supporting the strength and health of your legs. For older adults whose skin produces less vitamin D, or those living in areas with limited sunlight, like the northern US, taking an oral vitamin D3 supplement might be a smart option, as long as it's guided by a doctor. Vitamin D3, cholecalciferol, is generally recommended over D2 because it's better absorbed, especially in older individuals. A gentle daily dose of 800 to 1,000 IU can make a big difference over time, helping to ease muscle stiffness, reduce aches, and significantly improve balance. And please remember, vitamin D isn't just a bone health supplement like many people think. It's a key player in keeping your legs steady, your hands agile, and your heart functioning smoothly. At this stage of life, our bodies don't need anything complicated, just a little daily care, with simple things like morning sunlight, nutritious meals, and the right kind of attention. After vitamin D, the next name I truly hope you'll pay attention to is vitamin B12, often called the nerve vitamin. In older adults, especially after age 60, B12 deficiency is far from uncommon. What's concerning is that many symptoms of B12 deficiency are often mistaken for normal aging, such as frequent leg fatigue, numbness or tingling in the toes, a crawling sensation in the feet, or mild unsteadiness when walking. In a study published on July 28th in the New England Journal of Medicine, over 25,000 older adults were randomly assigned to take either 2,000 units of vitamin B12 daily or a placebo, and were then followed for an average of 5 years. Nearly 2,000 fractures occurred among more than 1,500 participants during the course of the study. However, vitamin B12 supplementation didn't appear to have an impact on who did or did not experience a fracture. According to researchers, nearly 20% of adults in the U.S. are currently taking B12 supplements, often based on blood tests showing their B12 levels are insufficient or deficient, as noted in the study's background information. It might sound simple, but if left unaddressed, a B12 deficiency can begin to affect memory and mental clarity. This doesn't just lower quality of life, it can also lead to a loss of confidence, fear of movement, and reduced social interaction. Vitamin B12 is mainly found in animal-based foods such as beef, liver, mackerel, eggs, milk, and cheese. However, for older adults, there are two major obstacles that make it harder for the body to absorb B12 effectively. First, the digestive system weakens with age, and the stomach produces less acid, which reduces its ability to release B12 from food so it can be absorbed into the bloodstream. Second, many older adults take medications for conditions like gastritis, diabetes, or acid reflux. These drugs can interfere with B12 absorption in the small intestine. That's why nearly 1/3 of people over age 65 in the U.S. are at risk for B12 deficiency without even knowing it. But the good news is that with early detection and proper supplementation, the results can be remarkable. After just 3 to 4 weeks of consistent B12 intake, many people report reduced numbness in their legs, improved mobility, and a clearer, more focused mind. The solution? When it comes to B12, it's not just about eating enough. It's about absorbing enough. If you're vegetarian, or if you're older and dealing with digestive issues, talk to your doctor about sublingual B12 tablets or B12 injections, both of which help deliver the nutrient more effectively into the bloodstream. Additionally, many senior-friendly supplements now combine B12 with other B-complex vitamins, making them a great option for supporting nerve health, boosting energy, and improving mood. And don't forget, when your legs start to feel tired or numb, it's not always just fatigue. Sometimes it's your body's way of signaling that your nervous system is running low on fuel. Vitamin B12 might just be that biofuel, gentle, quiet, yet incredibly powerful. If you've ever experienced numbness in your legs, a tingling or pins and needles sensation, or that creepy crawly feeling under the skin, or if you're unsure whether to get your vitamin B12 from food or supplements, feel free to share your experience or ask a question in the comments below. I read every comment and will do my best to respond thoughtfully and in a way that's easy to understand. When it comes to relaxing your muscles, most people think of massages or soaking their feet in warm water. But in reality, your body has an internal relaxation remedy called magnesium. And without enough of it, your legs may never truly feel at ease, no matter how much you rest. According to Leboff, mechanistically, magnesium may support bone health and improve bone mineralization because it enhances calcium absorption, and 99% of calcium is stored in the bones. She also added that studies have shown this mineral can impact bone metabolism and formation. There's a system in your body that stays balanced thanks to the magnesium you absorb. Magnesium from the skin and from enzymes, which convert it into an active form called M125. This system is naturally regulated by your body to maintain that balance. Magnesium acts like a silent conductor, orchestrating the rhythm of muscle contraction and relaxation. When a muscle contracts, magnesium helps it let go smoothly. When a muscle is tight, magnesium helps it relax. That's why, when you're low on magnesium, your calves can feel like tightly stretched strings, especially at night. Those sudden, sharp cramps that wake you from sleep can be a common warning sign of long-term magnesium deficiency. What many people don't realize is that older adults not only absorb magnesium less efficiently, but they also tend to lose more of it through urine, especially if they're taking diuretics, heart medications, or have digestive issues. Even with a healthy diet, your magnesium levels can gradually decline without you even noticing. The good news is, supplementing with magnesium is simple, and the effects often come quickly. Within just a few weeks, many people notice a real difference. Fewer cramps, less muscle tension during long walks, and deeper sleep thanks to properly relaxed muscles. So, where can you find magnesium? You can get it naturally from many everyday foods like pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, walnuts, spinach, soybeans, whole grains, avocados, and even bananas. A fruit that not only boosts magnesium, but also adds potassium to your diet. For older adults, taking oral magnesium supplements can also be a helpful option, especially if cramps are frequent or unexplained, and as long as a doctor approves. There are several forms of magnesium available, such as magnesium citrate and magnesium glycinate. Among them, glycinate is often gentler on the digestive system, making it a good choice for seniors. And here's a small tip I often share with my patients. If you've been experiencing nighttime leg cramps, or your legs have felt heavy and tired, like you're carrying weights, within the past 3 weeks, consider checking your magnesium levels. It might be the missing piece that's keeping your legs from truly getting the rest they need. If you've ever experienced nighttime leg cramps, or if you're taking diuretics and aren't sure whether you might be low in magnesium, please share your story or question in the comments below. I'm always eager to hear from you, and I'll be here to help find the most gentle, effective solution, staying true to the idea that we won't let silent pain steal another night's sleep. Now, if there's one mineral almost everyone has heard of, it's calcium. For years, calcium has been considered a miracle mineral for preventing osteoporosis, and rightly so, because strong bones are the foundation that keeps us standing tall. But what many people overlook is that calcium also plays a vital role in muscle function, including the muscles in your legs and even your heart. When we move, climb stairs, or even just stand up from a chair, calcium is the messenger that signals our muscles to contract at the right time, working in sync with our nerves and brain. A lack of calcium doesn't just weaken bones. It can also make your leg muscles slow to react, cause slight trembling when standing for too long, and increase the risk of stiffness and cramps, especially at night or after physical activity. Some seniors have told me, "I've been taking calcium, but I still get leg cramps all the time." When I ask a bit more, I often find that many are taking calcium without also supplementing with vitamin D or vitamin K2, two essential partners that help calcium go where it's needed. Without enough vitamin D, your body can't absorb calcium effectively. And without vitamin K2, calcium may end up in the wrong places, like blood vessels or joints, instead of being directed into the bones and muscles, potentially leading to the opposite of what we want. In addition, calcium dosage is something to pay close attention to. Older adults typically need around 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams of calcium per day, but it's not ideal to get all of that from supplements. The best approach is a combination of food and supplements. So start with your meals: a glass of low-fat milk in the evening, a small piece of cheese, a few slices of steamed kale, or a cup of yogurt after lunch. All are natural, easy-to-absorb sources of calcium. If you don't drink milk, you can opt for calcium-fortified almond milk or soy milk. As for supplements, if your doctor has prescribed one, be sure to ask about highly absorbable forms like calcium citrate. Also, check whether the supplement includes vitamin D and K2. If it doesn't, you might want to add those separately to help ensure your body absorbs and uses the calcium effectively. The most important thing is this: don't take calcium blindly just because someone else is. Every body is different. Deficiency levels, absorption ability, and existing health conditions vary, so it's always best to check with your doctor or a nutrition expert if you're unsure. And if you've been taking calcium but haven't noticed any improvement, or if you're still experiencing leg cramps and calf pain at night, feel free to share your experience or ask a question in the comments below. Sometimes, just adjusting the dosage, timing, or adding D3 and K2 can make your legs feel light and pain-free again. Because when calcium is used the right way, it doesn't just strengthen bones, it also helps your legs move more smoothly, allowing for safer, steadier steps every day. In conversations with older adults, I often hear questions like, "I eat well and take both calcium and vitamin D, so why am I still getting leg cramps and fatigue?" And one of the most common, but often overlooked reasons is a lack of potassium. Potassium is a unique mineral. It acts like the gatekeeper of electrolytes for your muscle and nerve cells. When potassium levels in the body are balanced, signals from the brain to your legs travel smoothly, and muscles contract and relax in rhythm. But when potassium is low or out of balance, things start to go haywire. Muscles cramp up suddenly, legs feel weak or numb, and you may even feel like you're losing control while walking. A study from the Mayo Clinic once reported that potassium deficiency increases the risk of leg cramps by up to 50% in people over 60, especially those taking diuretics, managing high blood pressure, or living with diabetes, all of which are common among older adults. Since the body can't produce potassium on its own, the only source is through daily food intake. The good news is that potassium is found in many familiar, easy-to-find foods across North American grocery stores like bananas, sweet potatoes, avocados, black beans, Greek yogurt, fresh orange juice, and spinach. Just one banana in the morning, a small baked potato at lunch, or a few slices of avocado on whole grain toast can give you a significant boost of potassium. There's usually no need for supplements if your meals are well balanced with vegetables, fruits, and whole foods. However, it's important to note that potassium is like a double-edged sword. Too much of it, especially through uncontrolled supplementation, can lead to heart rhythm issues and be dangerous for those with heart or kidney conditions. That's why you should never take potassium supplements without your doctor's guidance. A small but important sign to watch for: if you often get leg cramps after long walks or even while resting, especially if it comes with a slightly fast heartbeat or irregular blood pressure, it's a good idea to check your potassium levels. Sometimes even a slight potassium imbalance can throw off the smooth functioning of your legs. If you have questions like, how many bananas are enough? Or, I'm taking blood pressure medication, should I eat potassium-rich foods? Please leave your questions in the comments below the video. I'll read each one carefully and respond clearly and simply, without overcomplicating things, so you can start making healthy changes in your meals right away. Because sometimes just one banana at the right moment can save your legs from a night of painful cramps. If we think of the body as a machine, then over time, its parts can begin to rust. That's the simplest way to describe the process of oxidation. And vitamin E acts like the oil that keeps things running smoothly, a protective shield that helps prevent silent damage, especially in muscle tissue and blood vessels. As we age, our muscle cells become more vulnerable to oxidative stress, a natural process that speeds up if you have chronic illnesses, lead a sedentary lifestyle, or eat an unbalanced diet. These tiny damages can gradually weaken your legs, cause faster fatigue, and slow down your recovery after walking or light activity. That's when vitamin E can truly shine. Vitamin E helps protect muscle cell membranes from damage, boosts tissue recovery, and improves blood circulation to the limbs, something especially important for older adults who often experience cold feet or poor circulation. Some studies suggest that regular vitamin E supplementation may help reduce leg numbness, knee fatigue, and improve walking ability during rehabilitation exercises after age 65. Additionally, vitamin E supports heart health by helping blood vessels stay flexible and elastic. This allows blood to flow more easily to the legs, delivering more oxygen and nutrients to active muscles. As a result, your legs may feel less tired and heavy after just a few steps. When it comes to food, you can find vitamin E in everyday items like sunflower seed oil, almonds, pistachios, avocados, leafy greens, salmon, and even peanut butter. Familiar, easy-to-find ingredients that are simple to add to your daily meals. However, for older adults, especially those taking blood thinners like aspirin or warfarin, vitamin E supplements should only be taken under a doctor's supervision, as high doses can interfere with blood clotting. That's why I often recommend this. Prioritize getting your vitamin E from food first, eat a well-balanced diet, and avoid using cooking oils that have been reused multiple times. Only turn to supplements when truly necessary and with medical guidance. And as always, if you're dealing with cold feet, tired calves after standing for long periods, or you've heard about vitamin E but aren't sure how to use it correctly, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll take a look at each specific case and offer personalized advice. Sometimes, just a small adjustment in your diet can lead to a big improvement in the health of your legs. If we think of the body as a machine, then over time, its parts can begin to rust. That's the simplest way to explain oxidation. And vitamin E acts as the oil that keeps everything running smoothly, a protective shield that helps prevent that silent damage, right? Especially in muscle tissue and blood vessels. As we age, our muscle cells become more susceptible to damage from oxidative stress, a natural process that can accelerate if you have chronic conditions, lead a sedentary lifestyle, or follow an unbalanced diet. These small injuries can gradually weaken the legs, cause faster fatigue, and slow recovery after walking or even light activity. That's when vitamin E can really make a difference. Vitamin E helps protect muscle cell membranes from damage, enhances tissue repair, and improves blood circulation to the limbs, crucial for older adults who often experience cold feet or poor circulation. Some studies suggest that regular vitamin E supplementation may help reduce leg numbness, knee fatigue, and improve walking ability during rehabilitation after age 65. Additionally, vitamin E supports heart health by helping blood vessels stay soft and flexible, making it easier for blood to flow down to the legs and deliver oxygen and nutrients to working muscles. As a result, your legs may feel less tired and heavy, even after just a few steps. When it comes to food, you can find vitamin E in familiar, easy-to-access items like sunflower seed oil, almonds, pistachios, avocados, leafy greens, salmon, and even peanut butter, simple ingredients that fit easily into everyday meals. However, for older adults, especially those taking blood thinners like aspirin or warfarin, vitamin E supplements should only be taken with a doctor's guidance, as high doses can interfere with blood clotting. That's why I often recommend this. Prioritize getting your vitamin E from food first, maintain a balanced diet, and avoid reusing cooking oils. Only consider supplements when truly necessary and under medical supervision. And as always, if you're experiencing cold feet, calf fatigue after standing for a while, or if you've heard about vitamin E but aren't sure how to use it correctly, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll take a close look at each individual case and offer advice that fits your specific situation. Sometimes, just a small dietary adjustment can make a big difference in the health and strength of your legs. So today, we've taken a very special journey together, exploring the quiet yet powerful nutrients that help keep your legs strong, flexible, and free from pain. I understand that at this age, every step becomes more precious. Being able to stand up easily without needing support, taking a walk around the park without feeling like your legs are dragging, these may seem like small things, but they are truly your freedom and joy of living. And you absolutely can reclaim that freedom, not through anything drastic, but with just a little morning sunshine, a few small adjustments to your meals, and listening to your body just a bit more each day. If this video has brought you helpful information, please tap that like button to let me know that these messages truly matter. And don't forget to subscribe to Health Tips 365 so we can continue meeting here in future videos, where I'll keep sharing simple, gentle, and practical ways to care for your health, especially designed for older adults. Finally, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Are you currently taking any of these vitamins? How are your legs feeling these days? Or is there something you'd like me to cover in our next video? I truly look forward to reading your stories, because I believe that when we share, connect, and support each other, growing older doesn't have to mean getting weaker. It can be a time to slow down, live well, and live fully. Wishing you a peaceful day and legs as steady as your spirit. See you in the next video.